Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea, and if you're new around here, we like to do beauty related content on this channel. If that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, then please click on the little bell and you'll be notified of every video that I upload each week. Why is that always such a struggle for me to say? I'm not too sure. So if you haven't already seen, but I've started my Swatching My Palette series, which is inspiration from Make Me Up Missa, and I'll link her channel down below. Yeah, really wanted to do a palette collection video. I thought, why not swatch it as well, especially after I enjoyed her videos so much. And yeah, since doing that, I've actually fallen in love with some of my palette collection again, which is great because, you know, I need to utilise this. I've spent a lot of money on my palettes. So, long video. This one is the £20 to £40, so the middle section, and I will link the previous video down below for you, as well as if I've done any videos on these palettes, then I'll link them down below. If there's any videos that you'd like to see me do, then comment that down below and I will get that up for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you're wondering about this look, I just filmed with the BPERFECT Dream Big Manifest palette, and that will be up in a few video time after this palette series is up. And yeah, I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. First of all, we've got the mini Norvina palettes. Got volume 1, volume 2 and volume 3. Now, I've not done a look on any of these yet. I've not really used these yet. These two I brought second hand, but this one I brought brand new. This is what it looks like. It's a very pretty palette. Yeah, I don't know why I just haven't gotten around to playing with it yet. That shade did arrive smashed, but I did repress it. So let's give it a swatch. I think it's okay now. I just don't feel like it's that pigmented. But the shimmer in this is gorge. It's pretty. I feel like the matte's a little bit chalky considering they're pro pigment, but the shimmers are beautiful. And then number 2, again, I'm gonna have to be careful with this one because it did arrive really smashed. It was that shade that was unfortunately smashed, and a little bit of that shade, as you can see, it's gone into the other one. So this is what she looks like. It's annoying that this is probably my favourite shade out of the palette. Yeah, it's the one that arrives smashed. Just like, it's a beautiful shimmery, slightly duochrome perhaps green. It's stunning. Those colours together are actually beautiful. I think I need to do a look with these colours. Prepare for this desk to get very messy again. So then we've got volume 3. How stunning. This is a pressed glitter. So let's just pop that on. Oh, it is absolutely stunning. It's got like a different colour glitter in it. It's sort of like, it's mainly pink, but then you've got a shift of gold, green, blue. Beautiful. And now let's swatch this one. Beautiful. That blue shimmer is actually stunning as well. Then next up we have a NATASHA Denona mini gold palette. It is beautiful. Look at that gold shimmer shade. You know what, it is a really nice formula, but I feel like the e.l.f. Bite Size Jalapeno is very similar. And it is gorgeous. The shimmers in this are beautiful. Next we have some Huda mini palettes, Purple Haze. I did have the red Obsessions and the gold Cult Beauty one. I've recently sold them on and decluttered them. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Stunning shimmers by the looks of it. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers and 1, 2, 3, 4 matte. Oh wow, that one is beautiful. Some of these feel quite wet to touch and they just glide on. Look at those. Oh god, that literally just glided on. They are beautiful, beautiful shimmers. Then next up we've got Mint Obsessions. And I've only played with this once, but it is a stunning palette, so look at that. I do love mint eyeshadow, and these, like the swirly marble type of shimmers, very interesting. Oh, that one's stunning. They are super pigmented as well, considering they're pastel shades. Then we've got the Nude Light palette. So I brought this second hand. It's barely been used. I've not even used it yet, to be fair. Stunning. Oh, love that shimmer. It's like a pink gold reflect. Just shimmers and palettes really do speak to me. And then it's should really be all about the mattes because they are the sole focus of a look, aren't they? If you haven't got a good matte, then you've probably not got a good eyeshadow look. And I mean, the mattes are okay, but the shimmers are better. But that chocolate brown, that's a matte and it's very pigmented, but I always feel like the light shades aren't really that pigmented. And then we've got the Nude Rip. This is what I got from a Christmas set, and yeah, beautiful, beautiful shades. The only thing is, I feel like these rich tones are very berry-like still. They're not, I suppose, I feel like that dark brown will go like, once you blend it out, it goes more Albany, whereas I want something that's very chocolatey. Like that's a nice chocolatey brown, but then on camera it's picking up quite red undertone. Then we've got a few mini JEFFREE palettes. So I've got the mini Blood Sugar, mini ORGY and mini Jawbreaker. So let's start off with mini Jawbreaker. So this was my first mini of his. I actually bought this for my boyfriend's sister for her birthday, but then it turned out her boyfriend already brought her it, so then I kept this for myself. I just love orange and purple together. Orange and purple is such a beautiful combination, and just look at its shade. Oh my god, this pink, and let's swatch this brown shade, which I don't think I've touched before. It's quite a cool tone brown, considering that there's an orange in here. It's quite a cool tone brown. And then this is my newest Jeffree Star palette. I brought this from a girl off Depop. I just don't know how I feel about it. Obviously, I love the packaging. I just think it's quite cool. And this is an all shimmer palette. I do want to get the large nude palette, which is all mattes, and this is to go alongside it basically. But I think some of these shimmers are really hit and miss, considering usually he's very, very good at shimmers. Like that Glass Wet one, I think that must be more of a topper because it's not really swatching very well. It's not really that pigmented, nor is that one that pigmented. Do you know what I mean? But then the top one is very pigmented. I don't know if he's used different formulas. I know that there were like dodgy ones, but like that one, like liquid. And then we've got the mini Blood Sugar palette. I haven't actually got the full size Blood Sugar, which is why I wanted the mini one. And I'm telling you what, I've done a video on this and the mini one is the best because of this red shade here. Let me swatch it for you. Stop it. Look at that. Wow. It's so pigmented. Just perfect. It's like a ruby red slipper. Gorgeous. And then let's do this one. I really need to get into the shot. This one, this one. Some of the shades in here are absolutely stunning. I'm not too sure about this shade here. I don't feel like this shade fits in with the palette that well. Then we've got a few Too Faced palettes. Let's go with the first one that I've got, which is Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I haven't used this in ages. This is like predominantly shimmer, but some of the shimmer shades in here are beautiful. So let's go in with, there's a pink shade, the green. Oh, this neutral shades in here are stunning. And then let's go for this diamonds. Oh, that's why I won't get rid of this palette, because the shimmers in here are beautiful. And then we've got, which has got loads of hair on it, Gingerbread Extra Spicy. So this was the second one out of the gingerbread range. I haven't actually got the first one, but this is a beautiful neutral palette. Very, very autumnal looks that you can create with this one. Look at that. It's like a midnight blue with a bit of glitter in it. Oh, liquid gold, I'm telling you. This is an autumnal shade. And then this is a matte shade. Super pigmented, soft and buttery. And then we've got pumpkin spice. And I do love the orange and purples together, like what I said before. So let's swatch. Shimmers are a little bit crumbly in the Too Faced formula, but they are super pigmented. You just need to make sure that you do rise first. That's what I would recommend. Wow. Look at that shade. That was like liquid. Look at those. Another brown moment. So you've got quite dark shades in here, which is good. Then we've got the cheapest melt palette that I own, which is Smoke Sessions. I've done a video on this. And just look at these shades. This is predominantly shimmers. And you only have 2 mattes in here, so it's best to use with another palette, but look at those. But the shimmers are just next level. Oh, look at that. The only thing with melt shimmers is they do really crumble, but look, pigmented as hell. Just got to press carefully. The mattes, so pigmented. And then we've got 2 KASH Beauty palettes. I bought this around about Christmas time because I bought a massive bundle and I absolutely love these palettes. I've done a video on both of these. But look at the size of the pans. The pans are huge. So yeah, this is Secret Treasure and just look. Liquid gold. I'm telling you, this copper is stunning. But even the mattes are really good in this palette. They blend out like a dream. Perfect tones as well for like the typical going out makeup. And then you've got Crystal Nights, which is similar, but this is her way to introduce colour by just having like these 2 colour shimmers, and then you've got like an olivey one. Mixed reviews on the shimmers because that blue is so crumbly. And then all the other formula is smooth and buttery, like I don't get it. Stunning colour combination. Again, perfect tones for like going out makeup with just like a hint of colour. But yeah, really beautiful palettes, really lovely formula. Definitely recommend KASH Beauty if you haven't tried them already. Then we've got a few coloured RAINE palettes. I've put this in this section because when they're converted to Great British pounds, they are below £40. So I actually got sent these in PR, which I'm absolutely amazed on the fact that I've been sent PR from coloured RAINE. Like, that is unreal. And such a good formula as well. I've done a video on both of these palettes. So first of all, Queen of Hearts, which is just stunning. The formula, oh, just look. One swipe. That was one swipe. The shimmer shadows are so buttery. Look at that. Oh my actual Jesus. So this is a Juicy Boost palette and a really fun rainbow palette. But these three shimmers here, another level, I'm telling you. This is like liquid gold. Oh, it's such a stunning shade. It's like a greeny gold. Look at that. And then the blue. Oh, such a pretty shade. And then let's go with this one, this one, this one. And we might as well go for a pink as well. Just stain my finger. Look at that. Stunning. Really nice pigment in this palette. Like, it's just next level. Then we've got two palettes from Ace Beauty. I think these are an indie brand. So first of all, we've got Scarlett Dusk. Yeah, look, this isn't even touched. I was tempted to declutter it, but it's too beautiful to declutter. It's perfect sunset palette. So let's give this a whirl, shall we? Oh, that's a nice shade. Oh, that was beautiful. Stunning. I feel like the mattes are better than the shimmers in this palette. Oh, that's a really nice blinding shimmer. Look at that. That'd be nice as a highlight, to be fair. And then we've got the OCEANIC palette. I love blue-green colour stories, and just look. Wow. Look at that. That blue and that green look beautiful. So I need to swatch them immediately. Okay, that's nice. It's there. It's definitely hopefully buildable. Same with the acid green, like that. Let's try. Oh, that's a nice shade. That's a very nice shade. Now let's go in with some shimmers. Oh, that's a really unique shimmer shade. Oh wow, that is a beautiful. That's so pigmented. Stunning. Okay, I need to use this on my eyes immediately. Next up, we've got tons of BEAUTYBAY palettes. I told you in my last video I love BEAUTYBAY formula, and I wasn't lying. Let's start off with the Nikki palette. So this was released last year in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials, which is absolutely amazing. Again, I've done a video on this and it's quite a unique palette, but this is, I feel like this was when the shimmer shades for BEAUTYBAY became really known. But yeah, let's just swatch it. The shimmer shades in here are just another level. Look at these. And so many beautiful shades as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at those. They're like slightly bouncy texture, but absolutely stunning. Blue, which I don't think was that pigmented, to be fair. The yellow, it's a bit chalky. This was a nice shade. Look at that, was a very nice shade. And then we've got the Me, Myself and Mitchell palette, which I've never actually properly used, which is quite bad. It's a shame it's been discontinued now. I got it when it was basically on the verge of finishing at BEAUTYBAY. Look, that Barbie pink. There's quite a few iridescent shades in here as well, which is stunning. Yeah, I need to use this because I feel like this was so hyped up, and the mattes in here are super duper pigmented as well. Oh wow, look at those. And then we've got the EYN Nude palette, so the 42 colour one. These are such good value for money. If you need a lot of shades, even for like makeup artists and you're on a budget, definitely invest in these. These are only like, yeah, between 23 and 25 pounds. And just look how many shades you get. You literally get every shade that you need. Yeah, this is the nude one. And the formula of these are amazing as well. So I'm just going to swatch a few. Obviously, I'm not going to swatch all of them. Like, look, if I'm doing someone's makeup, I always tend to go to this palette because I feel like for like soft glam looks, you've got every shade that you need. You've even got some cool tone shades here. Absolutely stunning, I'm obsessed. And then we've got the Going Out Out, which I'm actually trying to declutter because I never ever reach for it. This is mainly shimmers, and then you've got, in each corner, you've got a matte shade. So you've got like the light, medium, a medium dark, and then a dark shade. Okay, yeah, they're actually really beautiful shimmers. I don't know, I might keep it. I'm not too sure. And then you've got a few toppers as well, up like here, which are like iridescent toppers. And then we've got the EYN Bright Matte palette, again 42 shades, just another rainbow palette, but it is such good quality. So let me just, look at that. They're definitely buildable shadows. They blend out quite easily. They're not the most pigmented shades, but they're certainly buildable. And then the newest out the bunch is the Fiery 2.0. I never actually got the original Fiery, so this is what it looks like. I love the fact it's got like a lot of neutrals, then you've got your orange tones, then you've got your yellows and quite vibrant yellows, and then you've got your oranges into your berries, more berries, and then your darker neutrals. So there is literally so many different looks that you can create using this palette. But this is with the new shimmer formula as well. Just look at that. Stunning. Wow. Like, they just glide on so effortlessly. They definitely improved the formula in this palette compared to the other large palettes, but just look how pigmented they are. Then we've got a mini Made by Mitchell palette, which comes in its own little case, still in the packaging. I have done a video on this. But yeah, I love the packaging on this. It's like the soft matte, but like that acidy green. And this is what the palette looks like. Now, let me tell you something. These shimmers are incredible. And I know I've been saying that a lot recently. In all these videos, I'm just complimenting the shimmers. But shimmers are my favourite in a palette. Stunning. Like, wow. That's my favourite shade. Okay, and that's stunning as well. So pigmented. So pigmented. This is a really nice blush shade, which reminds me of like the new blush. This is a palette I keep telling myself I need to use more. This is the Sample Beauty The Equalizer palette volume 2. I don't have volume 1, and this is my only Sample Beauty palette. First of all, the colour story in this, again, you've got your oranges, your purples, your neutrals, your pinks. Stunning. Second of all, which is what I said in my video, oh, you can really see my double chin then, that the way that they laid this out is perfect, and it's like basically each of the names of the shade go with another name of a different shade, and that's basically what the shadow is paired with. For instance, like this shade is called Love, this shade's called Bite, Love Bite, so that's paired with that. Then you've got Bottomless, and then you've got Brunch, Bottomless Brunch, that's paired with that. Then you've got Bitter Sweet, so that's paired with that. Do you know what I mean? So it just, the way that it's laid out is really thought out and just creamy. Stunning. Oh, look at that. They're like, oh, they're like that bouncy, creamy, like a Super Shock shadow that Colourpop do. Oh wow, look, so pigmented. One swipe. That was one swipe. And then we've got two larger Colourpop ones. So we've got the Fade Into Hue and the Stone Cold Fox. Stone Cold Fox I've mentioned on my channel recently because it was in my last month's faves. So let's give this a bit of a swatch. So this is what it looks like inside. So it's like the cool tone version of the Bare Necessities. But if I'm looking for a cool tone look, like if that's something that I want to do, then I will gravitate towards this palette. Seriously though, the shades in here are insane. Look at that. They're so buttery. Colourpop formula is my favourite. So this is a shade that I use quite often in my crease. Look at that. They're just so soft. Look how soft they are. They just literally glide on. And then we've got the Fade Into Hue palette. I've not actually used this yet. I have swatched it though. Let's just swatch a few of the mattes. Yeah, I say this in every single palette swatch. Look at that. Look at that. You're going to be sick of me by now. But I'm just obsessed with my palette collection, you know? Wow. Look, they're mattes. Oh, God, the formula is just insane. So yeah, I like the fact you've got a few different textures in here. Like, look at that. Beautiful. I love Colourpop pressed glitters. They just glide on. Look at that. They're some of the pressed glitters. They look stunning. Next up we've got BPERFECT. So we've got quite a few palettes from BPERFECT here. Let's start with the Love Tahiti palettes because this is a favourite amongst loads of people. Formula of the BPERFECT Stacey Marie collaboration is just next level. I definitely need to use this more. Whenever I do a colourful look, I do tend to go to this one or the XL Pro. But again, I just love the way that this is organised, like in colours. The shimmers, I feel like just don't do it for me in this palette. Like they're okay, but they're nothing that special when you actually put them on the eye like that. Didn't really pick up that well. Yeah, the shimmers aren't really anything special in this palette except Rum. Rum is super gorge, so pigmented, but the rest, mainly just buy this for the mattes because the mattes are pigmented, they're not too pigmented if that makes sense. They're so easy to work with, so easy to blend out. Let's go with... And some of these shades are very unique as well, like that one. The next we've got BPERFECT and JAR Clientele palette. And I've followed JAR on Instagram for absolute ages. If I'm going out, this is the palette that I tend to gravitate towards. It's such a soft glam with a pop of colour, to the point that I've recommended it to people. I brought it for my best friend for her birthday. The shimmers in this one are a bit better than the other one, but I don't know if that's because they're neutral, but they're just more buttery. Yeah, so much more buttery and more blinding. And the browns in here are so beautiful. Cool toned browns, you've got warm toned browns, stunning colour range. And then we've got the first Manifest palette. I actually got this for my birthday from the Work Girls. Look at that packaging, it looks beautiful. But the pan sizes in this are absolutely huge. I'm intrigued by this texture that BPERFECT has started doing now. Oh, that was pigmented. These feel so buttery. I think this is the best shimmer formula that BPERFECT have done in my eyes. Oh yeah, it's a pressed glitter. I didn't realise I had a pressed glitter in this palette. Wow. Stunning. Let's try this. This. I love the fact they've included a really dark brown in this palette. Oh, I actually really like this. And then I bought the Dream Big Manifest palette with my birthday money, and this is what it looks like. The only thing that I have about this palette is the fact it is very scattered, this colour range, but there are some beautiful shades in here. I feel like they're taking a leaf out of Huda formula. Let's go with this green. This green's calling my name. Oh, that is stunning. What a beautiful green. And this blue. Again, that's a beautiful, beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. This shade here, stunning. Next up, we've got the PLOUISE, the Secret Sinner palette. So this is a favourite. I've had this palette for ages and I haven't used it for ages. And it's an all matte palette as well, so no shimmers in this palette. This retails usually for £40, but I believe because it's discontinuing, she's actually doing it for £25. So if you haven't got it, but it's been on your wish list, then definitely a good time to pick it up before it discontinues. But look, the shades are super duper pigmented. As you can see, they blend out really nicely. So pigmented. Then we've got the LAROC Pro, the Artistry book chapter 2, which again I've been meaning to do a video on this because it is stunning, but I just don't know what look to create because there's so much choice. This row down here and like the pinks and purples, and again this has got pressed glitters in it as well. So let's go with this one as a pressed glitter. Oh, look at that. Let's swatch this yellow. Oh, beautiful. So many pressed glitters in this one. Green, but it's got like blue in it as well. Oh, look at that. That's a beaut shade. Stunning. There's not heaps of shimmers in here. It's mainly glitters. Oh, wow. Look at that. That was blinding. Pressed glitter range that you've got in here. Definitely need to try this out. I don't know how it wears on the eyes. I know that Saskia Field uses it all the time. Then we've got the KINCHI palette that I've recently done a video on. And so this is in collaborations with Naomi Smalls and it's called Mad Maxine Suit Yourself. So many different variations of colour combinations, looks that you can create with this palette. Stunning. The shimmers in here are beautiful. Everything blends out like a dream. Such beautiful shades in here. And then we've got the Sigma Enchanted palette, which I've been eyeing up for ages, and then I finally bit the bullet around about my birthday. This is what she looks like, very holographic. Very Anastasia Beverly Hills vibes with like the palette, the price point, the brush in there. But yeah, some really beautiful shades in here, and I'm particularly drawn to these shades here, like the duochrome. Oh, they are just so silky. They glide on and they're so lightweight as well. They're not buttery, but they're just silky. I like the fact it's got a dark green in here, that's quite unique as well. And then we've only got a few palettes left, and that's my Morphe collection. So first of all, we've got the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette. I don't know, I'm quite keen to declutter this, to be honest, because I never reach for it. But really nice colour story, quite unique with pink and green together. And then you've got one pressed glitter shade there. Formula is really beautiful in this. Look at that. The shimmers in here are stunning. And the mattes, very pigmented. Look at that. Look, absolutely beautiful. You don't really need much of an adhesive for that press glitter either. It just glides on. And then we've got this palette. So this is the 24M Main Event palette. I don't know if this is in collaboration with Mitchell or he was just on the campaign, but I've never actually used this. I kept meaning to do a video on it last autumn because it's very grungy, which I absolutely love. Again, I think this is some of these are press glitters as well. Wow. That was stunning. Okay, sorry. Excuse me? Okay, why have I never used this before? Beautiful. And I like these like khaki sort of colours as well. Look, so pigmented. Then we've got my newest Morphe palette, which is the Morphe 35S Sweet Oasis palette. Again, I've not used this yet. I bought this second hand. I don't even think it's been touched, but I love the pinks and the teals. I haven't brought a Morphe palette for ages. That's a nice shimmer. Oh, that's really nice. Pink and blue at the moment is very popular together, isn't it? Don't you think? Pretty. And this grey matte. And this pink matte. They seem really pigmented, seem really nice, quite easy to build up and blend out. And then the last two are the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collabs. So let's start off with this one. This I actually brought secondhand from Makeup with Alex, Kate. Yeah, at first I wasn't really interested in these palettes, but then the more I saw them, the more I wanted them. Formula in these are stunning. There's that pinky orange gold shift again. That. So pigmented. And then the last but not least of this category is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and just look stunning. Have done a monochromatic red look with this palette. I definitely need to use the purples with the oranges because, again, like I've said before, that is one of my favourite colour combinations. Look at that shimmer shade. But then so are the mattes. Like the mattes are equally as good in this palette. Then you've got a few sequiny shades where they're like mattes but with a hint of like glitter or something. Stunning. I love this colour story. Like, this colour story is probably my favourite Morphe colour story. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that is it. That is the category of the price point £20 to £40 in all of my palette. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to also leave me a comment down below if there's anything you want to see, or any of these your favourite palettes. What are your favourite palettes? Do let me know and let's talk down below. And then the next video will be over £40, so the more high-end palettes that I've got. And yeah, I'm excited to film it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!